our companion, maybe. Okay, let's check it out. End of Earth.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century,
And the atmosphere would go?
eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union.
That's cool.
Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human
I
history.
wonder if that's the ship that's still
The
there.
age of the United Colonies.
So,
The exodus from Earth meant more than just the beginnings of the United Colonies. But still, a tremendous undertaking.
it's old Earth. That's what it used to look like. Hey, we're over here. And there's Holland. It's pretty sick. I thought it was rotating. Pretty sick. Okay. House spot room.
From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more. Independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Varun, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
I am beginning to find this presentation
50 years
reductive
later
and
after that.
annoying.
It's just fun. House for room. Restart Collective. Oh wait, so there's they started a new faction and they split into two. Serpent's Crusade.
In 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade.
It's crazy.
For the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir Jarek
messed up.
that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remains, however, select members of House Varun who refuse to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established.
What the,
Even
meet 'em,
after House
find out
Varun's
why they
mysterious
attacked them.
disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to
They just-
all who encounter them. Their
Very much.
pacification, a goal of all space.
Classification. Collect the ones.
Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Nerion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xeno-weapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
How big it was.
I suspect many in the Freestar Collective would take issue with the way the colony war is represented here.
Yeah, they probably
Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war. But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nira. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation.
Where Andrea's from.
Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Nira remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war.
Man, those mechs look crazy. Where can we fight one of those? What the frick is that?
I really hope this is just a phase.
All 4 of my last science papers have been on terramorphs.
Oh, I fought one of those. How they got made? Why is there cups and stuff there? Free stuff at it. The terror of Londinian. The terrormorphs.
In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city seemingly out of nowhere on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large.
They bombed it?
The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day.
Wow. Let's take everything. The armistice.
After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice.
Armistice.
Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xeno-weapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency.
So the Terramorphs were a xeno weapon?
But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty.
Wow.
Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
After everything, it is almost impossible to believe that the armistice happened. But I admit I am glad it did. The settled systems have benefited.
Establish central archive, guarded by third parties. Information archive will be initially managed by 3 parties. The facility will be under direct control of the 7 faction. Any attempt to unauthorized access will be considered an act of aggression and Sweet bugs. Interesting. Like, what's this guy done?
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born.
Oh, that's
An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member.
it's in the picture.
Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be.
Whoa. I can get that out. That's cool. All boosters. All thrusters. What the fuck is that? Damn. United Colonies citizen.
No one is born a United Colonies citizen. Only through service to the UC
Wow.
can one hope to earn one's citizenship.
Can't be born as a citizen, you have to earn it.
But the
Everyone.
UC prides itself on taking
different.
care of its
Isn't that
people.
like a dictatorship? Nah,
Cost
the
of
baby has
living
to serve.
controls
Or they
means
get,
citizens pay
they don't
less
get-
than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small.
like, they have to pay more. For, like, medical
All
stuff.
citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet.
Makes sense. All citizens,
And only UC citizens
serve get
have the opportunity to purchase property,
house packages,
getting the chance to live in one of the most
everything's
beautiful
provided,
cities
and you pay
in the settled
less than
systems.
someone else.
By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your
It's like,
place here, in the heart
Russia.
of
I'm
galactic
pretty sure Russia's
civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
Yeah, that's true. Look at that bitch. That's pretty cool. I like that. I recorded that whole thing. I'm gonna do a outro screen. I'll see you guys in the next one. That's pretty mad. I don't know how long it took. 12 minutes? Yeah, it's the volumetric